Hello guys and welcome back to another Pixel Worlds video. First of all, I'm sorry for not making any videos for the last couple weeks. I've been busy with school stuffs as I said earlier in previous live stream. And some of you guys have also seen on my Instagram that I've been recently posting about me doing a crypto trade. And yeah, I've also been focusing on learning to do technical analysis. I've spent hours and days mastering it for a couple months already. But then I realized there are actually couple things that are very similar while I'm learning real trading in crypto with trading in pixel worlds. I mean, of course, it's not like if we buy a Bitcoin, there is a seller selling it to you, whereas in pixel worlds, if we buy gems, there is a seller as well. What I mean is how big money come into the market and control the price of a specific asset. It is very similar to what we see in pixel worlds, which we usually call as hoarding. Now, what I want to share is the concept of it and how it actually works in pixel worlds. Therefore, if you have lots of Bitcoins, you understand how hoarding works, so you can make tons of profit from it. While if you don't have much Bitcoins, at least you can anticipate to avoid from losing or join the hoarder to make profit as well. It might be hard to understand if you're new to hoarding and you might want to watch the video a few more times. But if those of you who ever did it, you will understand it easily. So let's jump into it. The concept that I want to share is three phases that big money or hoarders in pixel worlds use to trap traders to make a wrong trade. They are accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. The first one, accumulation phase. This is when hoarders start buying one kind of item with very large amount. Now the price when they buy it is the current price. For example, I want to hoard a crimson sword. The price right now is 20k. I will buy all the crimson sword, as many as I can, for 20k each, until nobody sells it anymore. That's accumulation phase. Now manipulation. It is the phase when the hoarded item starts to rise and keep rising, baiting traders who still have the item to sell it to the hoarder. Therefore, hoarders will have more of that item and it will keep rising and rising until the hoarders feel enough and start to sell all of it, which is called distribution phase. This is the payday for the hoarders because remember, in accumulation phase, the hoarders bought most of the crimson swords for 20k each, right? And because they bought more swords for more expensive in manipulation phase, that means all crimson swords they buy worth, for example, 40k each in average. Imagine if crimson sword is already 100k, they will make 60k profit from each crimson sword they sell. If they hoarded 100 swords, they can make 6 million bytes clean profit. This is the phase when the hoarded items starts to drop because tons of crimson swords are sold by the hoarder. Traders who buy that sword and believe that the sword still can rise will get trapped because the item is dropping instead. So that's how hoarding basically works, and it's very similar as how institution manipulates Bitcoin price to make profit and trap retail traders. Now, if you still don't get it, this is the simple explanation. In accumulation phase, hoarders buy the item at low price. In manipulation phase, hoarders manipulate the price higher and start to trap traders to think that it will rise even more. In distribution phase, hoarders sell the item at the highest price, while FOMO traders will rip because the item starts dropping and panic selling happens. So that's all three phases in hoarding. Hoarders can make millions of profit if they do it right and execute it quickly. Now, if you understand how it works, you should be able to explore opportunities that can happen in hoarding. I will share very useful tips to make profit in this situation. First of all, if you are the hoarder, Take your time in accumulation phase because it can take weeks to buy most items for cheap. So that in manipulation phase, you don't need to spend much to raise the price and you can maximize your profit. Now if if you are not the hoarder and you don't want to get trapped by them, you must remember how much the price of that item some days ago. If you don't know, don't buy it. And if you know, and it just rises a little, you are probably in the early phase of manipulation phase. And that's when you want to start buying that item to make some profit. We call this trader as smart money in real trading. But if it already rises too high, don't ever try to buy it. Even if you see that item still rises, it's okay. Don't FOMO. Remember this. It's better to miss a train than entering a train that is about to be destroyed. So that's all about this video. Of course, there are many other factors that can make items rise. So not only from hoarding, but also inflation. And being a hoarder doesn't guarantee you to make tons of profit. You can fail to sell your hoarded items. Maybe the items don't rise and you can rake million Bitcoins. And yeah, I can explain more about how to increase your chance to be successful in hoarding, like what to do and not to do in every phase in detail, and how to join hoarders to make some profit also in detail. But that's gonna be in another video, only if we get 300 likes in this video, because this is gonna be expensive lesson. Even this video is already expensive if you really understand it. Because yeah, it's based on my experience and how my friends who used to be successful hoarders did it. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in another video.